Good morning, grade 7s. Okay, yesterday we spoke about perimeter. Our ant friend walking around the perimeter of the page, walking around the perimeter of a rectangle. So we know a rectangle, opposite sides are equal, 4 meters, 4 meters, 3 meters, 3 meters, 4 meters plus 3 meters plus 4 meters plus 3 meters. That's the distance that he walked. But now when we work with area, we are working with the area on the inside. So when we are laying down a carpet in a room or when we are tiling this area, that's what we are working out if we are working out the area of a surface. So let's start. Let me show you something. I went out and I bought some nice tiles for you guys at Italcotta, and each tile is exactly 1 meter by 1 meter. Now, if I want to work out what the surface area of this tile is, then I say, well, its area is the length times the breadth, or side times side, because this tile, this is a square. So what is 1 times 1? That's 1. And what is meter times meter? Meters squared. Squared meters. So the area of one tile will be 1 squared meter. Okay. Now, let's look at this area of the rectangle. We've got a bathroom that is 4 meters by 3.5 meters. Now I'm going to take my tiles and I am tiling my bathroom. Now let's check how many tiles can we fit into this space. 1 meter, 2 meters, 3 meters, 4 meters. Okay, I'm not doing a great tiling job, but that's not my day job, so here we go. I'm not a tiler. Okay, so now we have tiled our bathroom floor. If I want to work out how many tiles I needed, I just count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So if one tile is 1 squared meter, it means that I will need 12 squared meters of tiles, 12 tiles. So this is how I do it. Area of a rectangle. Area of a rectangle, it's the length times the breadth. Then the length is the longest one. That's what the L is for, the longest one. That's 4 meters times 3 meters. And now it's a simple sum. 4 times 3, 12. M times M, M squared. 12 squared meters. Let's go to the area of a square. Once again, same thing. I'm going to tile it. So there I go with my tiles. Let's see how many tiles I will fit into this space. Come now. Let's do this. Okay, luckily I don't have OCD. I'm not going to have a problem leaving it like this. Okay, so now in this area we will fit in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tiles. Remember, my tiles are 1 meter by 1 meter by 1 meter by 1 meter. So I will fit in 9 square meters of tiles. Now let me work out the area of the square. That is 3 meters by 3 meters. That will be side times side. That's my formula. Now remember, a formula is extremely important. It gets you 1 mark. So you need to know your formulas. Area of a square equals side by side. And then it will be 3 meters by times 3 meters. Now 3 times 3, 9. Meter times meter, meter squared. 9 squared meters. Okay, now this one's new. We already did the area of a rectangle and the area of a square. We've done that before. Now we are moving on to something new. Area of a triangle. Now, the first thing that you need to know about a triangle, look at this. If I do this, you will see that a rectangular is equals to two triangles. There I have a triangle and there I have a triangle. And those two triangles, they are exactly the same size. So a triangle is exactly the half of a rectangle. So my formula for the area of a triangle equals half times the base, I will call this the base, times the height. That's the height. Now remember, the height is always perpendicular to the base. It's always measured from the highest point on my triangle to the base. This is not the height. That line is definitely longer than this line. Remember that. The height is the distance from the highest mark to the base. And that line strikes that line perpendicular. Okay, now, so if I told you that the base was 5 centimeters, and I'm telling you that the height is 3 centimeters, I work it out like this. Half times the base, 5 centimeters, times the height, 3 centimeters. If I work that out, half of 5, half of 5. The half of 5, 2.5 centimeters, times 3 centimeters. Now, if I do the sum without the comma, it's going to be 25 times 3. That's 75. But I need to add in the comma. And now in this sum, there's one space after the comma. So my answer needs one space after the comma. Answer 7,5 what? Centimeter times centimeter. Centimeter squared. 7,5 squared centimeters. That's how I do it. Easy. Look at the next triangle. Once again, if I tell you that I have a base, that's my base standing at the bottom, of 2,5 centimeters. That's my base. My height. How do I get my height? It's definitely not measured from there to there. My height is measured in a perpendicular line. So if I extended my base like this, it would be perpendicular to that line, that extended line of the base. Okay, now look at this. You see those two lines are exactly the same length, so this one will also be 3 centimeters. That's my height. So now I have, once again, area of the triangle equals half the base times the height. That will give me half times 2,5 centimeters times the height, 3 centimeters. Now I'm going to say, okay, now it doesn't matter how you do it. You can say a half times that or a half times that, 1 times that. So I'm going to say half times 3 because that's easier. That's 1.5 times 2,5 centimeters. And now this, I'm going to do a quick sum here on the side. 15 times 25. 5 times 5, 25. 2 goes up 7, 0, 10. 1 goes up 3. 5, 7, 3. So now I have 375 centimeter, but centimeter times centimeter, centimeters squared, squared centimeters. But 1,5, 1 space. 2,5, 2 spaces. There's my 2 spaces. There's my comma. 3,75 squared centimeters. That's the answer for area of a triangle, for this triangle. Now, the last part that they're going to ask you in your activity 9.2 today, they're going to give you the area, a floor plan, something that looks like this, and with measurements. Then, the first thing that I do when I see something like this, if I see 4 meters there and 4 meters there, I already know, okay, well, I've got a square. All I need to do, I just do this, and I break the area into 2 parts. because now I have a square and I have a rectangle. So I'll work out the area of my square and I will add it to the area of the rectangle. Then I'm going to have the area of everything. So I'm going to call this area A. So area A equals, it's a square, so it's side times side, and that equals 4 meters times 4 meters, and that equals 4 times 4, 16. Meter times meter, meter squared. 16 squared meters for area A. So now I've worked out this section. Okay, that's done. Now I'm going to work out that section. I'm going to call this section section B. So I'm going to work this out now. So let's look at section B, area B. Area B equals, this is a rectangle. So it's the length times the breadth. The length, 6 meters. The breadth, 1 meter. So my width is 1 meter. Answer, 6 times 1, 6. Meter times meter, meters squared. Okay, not done yet. Now I need to add A plus B. Area A plus B will give me 16 squared meters plus 6 squared meters equals 22 squared meters. That's my answer. Okay, there we go, guys. Everything done for the day. Hope you're going to have a good one. Enjoy yourselves. Bye.